Campus Crusade for Christ is an interdenominational Christian organization here at the University of Connecticut. We have three main goals. Number one is to introduce students to the person of Jesus Christ. Number two is to help them grow in their relationship with Christ. And number three is to equip them to share the gospel with others.
Fusion is the weekly meeting of Campus Crusade for Christ. It's an opportunity for all the students in Crusade to be able to come together and fellowship with one another. And then we have a time of praise and worship led by our worship team, which is followed by a talk by John Patella, our campus director. If I had a few words to just describe Fusion, it would be fun and exciting. It's just the highlight of the week for a lot of people.
SALT is the student leadership team. We meet every Friday around 3 o'clock, comprised mostly of freshmen and sophomores. What we do in SALT, basically, the first hour, we plan these events, we plan Fusion, we do all the administrative duties pretty much. The second hour of SALT usually is a Bible study. In that Bible study, we go into pretty deep theological topics and things that you wouldn't really talk about anywhere else under the guidance of John or whoever's leading at the time.
One of the things that Crusade has really done to, for me, as learning more about God and growing as a Christian and having experiences sharing my faith is sharing Monday nights. Sharing time is a time when kids not only go out and help other people learn more about God, but it also helps the kids that are going out learn more about God and get to know each other and experience different viewpoints and learn more about the gospel and just see how God can help you and work through you in order to reach other people.
We offer different small groups that meet during different days of the week, covering a variety of topics from the basics to some real deep theological and apologetic stuff. So students can pick and choose one or multiple groups that they want to get involved in. It's also a nice little tight community for you to develop some personal relationships, more so than what you'd have with our great big weekly meeting called Fusion. We also have discipleship opportunities where students can meet with a staff member and just really focus on where their strengths are and where their weaknesses are in their spiritual walk and grow throughout their time here at UConn.
The Impact Movement's vision is African American emerging leaders bringing the truth of Jesus Christ to the campus community and the world. This is a new ministry on campus we just started last semester, and now we have about 100 members coming to our weekly meetings. And we have small groups coming on the way next semester. I'm involved on the leadership team, and just recently we sponsored an event called True Love Waits, where we had over 50 students on campus make the promise to remain sexually pure and pure in their thoughts until marriage.
I grew up in a Christian home, and my dad was actually on staff with Campus Crusade. So when I came to UConn, I was pretty excited to hear that there was a Crusade group on campus being led by John Patella, who I'd known basically my whole life. So I got involved with the group, and I've loved every second of it. I've loved the meetings, I've loved John's talks. I just see all the things that God's doing in this group, and I just thank Him for it.
This is my first year with Campus Crusade for Christ as a freshman, and coming into Crusade I had somewhat of a rocky household situation, but just to be surrounded by other Christians who their whole goal in life was just to glorify God, it really sparked a flame in me, and it really helped me to just be able to see the scriptures and apply it to my life more, and God just became so much more real to me that way.
I especially appreciated going down to New Orleans with the Crusade group during spring break to do relief work. It was just really something, because I've always been taught my whole life that God's in control in all things and that we need to trust in Him in everyday situations, but being put into a place where every day people were being forced to live that way. They couldn't just know it, they had to believe and they had to live like God was in control of everything. It just really opened my eyes to something that, I'd always heard about but never seen lived. I'm really glad I had the opportunity.
At the end of my first semester, I heard about a missions trip to East Asia through Campus Crusade for Christ, and I decided to apply, and God took me on a wild ride. It was absolutely amazing. I got to see 5 people come to Christ, and at the same time, it's in a place where God is not allowed to be talked about in this country, and the government just does not want anybody to know about the things that are going on with religion and anything else like that. And so it was really cool to see Christians who were undercover, but they were just so on fire for Christ.
This
is Campus Crusade for Christ.